In 1897, in Utah's Tintic mining district, where every other headframe was made of wood, one mine built theirs out of steel. That mine was the Grand Central. While the wood from many other mines is gone, the steel remains standing. The Grand Central Mining Company began active operations in July 1894. The mine produced gold, silver, and copper. It sat at 7,149 feet above sea level, among the highest elevations of any major producing mine in the Tintic district. On January 1, 1899, the Salt Lake Tribune described the Grand Central's new surface plant. The surface plant was everything above the shaft, the head frame, the hoist house, the engine room, all of it made of steel, even the framework. Wooden head frames like this one from the Centennial Eureka mine were cheaper, but they strained with deeper shafts, and they burned. A fire could stop a mine for months. The Tribune called the operation a novelty. The total cost of the plant was $40,000. One building stood apart from the rest, and it was kept apart for a reason. In 1902, an underground powder magazine exploded at the Daly West mine in Park City, killing 34 men. It was the worst hard rock mining disaster in Utah's history. The state answered with a law. Explosives would be stored above ground, away from everything else, in buildings like this one. From then on, only a day's supply of dynamite was allowed down the shaft, and nothing more. Everything here existed to move rock. Men rode into the mine in a steel cage. They dropped down a shaft that ran directly below the head frame. Compressed air drove their drills, and the drills wore out constantly. In the shop, bins were labeled for pistons, retainers, anvil blocks, and handles. Dull drill steel came up, was sharpened, and went back down. The broken rock rode back up the same shaft. Cable that was wound around a drum that was taller than a man ran to the top of the head frame, over two steel sheave wheels, and down to the cage. Drill, blast, hoist, repeat. That system ran for decades. The room with many numbered wooden compartments was called the dry, where each shift ended. Every miner had a number, a basket, and a chain that hauled their gear up into the rafters, where the building's heat dried it overnight. The chain locked down with a padlock. The padlock solved more than just theft of clothing. With ore this rich, high grading, or men carrying gold out in their pockets, was a running battle at the Grand Central, and the dry was where the company fought it. The first shipment left the Grand Central in June 1897. 20 tons of pure gold-bearing ore sent to Salt Lake City in sacks. The ore was valuable enough that the company paid 60 cents per sack, about $19 in today's money, to keep any of it from being lost in transit. The board of the company included Reed Smoot, who would go on to serve 30 years in the United States Senate. In September 1899, the Grand Central sued a neighboring mine for taking 6,000 tons of ore from underground claims the Grand Central owned. The case took 10 years, and it ended in the United States Supreme Court. On March 8, 1909, Justice Oliver Wendell Holmes delivered the opinion. The court ruled in favor of Grand Central, $300,000 in damages. In 1922, the Grand Central was sold to the Chief Consolidated Mining Company, a larger Tintic operator that was absorbing the district's smaller mines. Last serious work was done by the American Smelting and Refining Company in 1940. The mine closed for good in 1960. What's left is not a ruin. What's left is the steel.